Hello and welcome to 100 Days of Hardcore Minecraft. In this series, we're going to see if I can survive for 100 days in hardcore mode. I've never before attempted this, so we'll see how it goes. But if you're excited for the series, then be sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss any episodes. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. We're going to go for a completely random seed, so hopefully I don't regret this. Looks like we've spawned in a savanna. Oh my gosh, and there's a village right over there. That's awesome. Right at the beginning, I'm going to really focus on gathering as many resources as possible. We are only spending 100 days in this world, so we have to be a little bit efficient. Of course, we'll go ahead and start off with a wooden pickaxe. Be sure I grab all of the sugarcane that I see, and I guess we're going to swim across this little river. I am very excited to see what this village has to offer us. Hopefully some food, maybe some armor, definitely a bed. Don't mind if I do. Ooh, some emerald, some potato, some bread. This is perfect. Some seeds. Hello villagers, what do you have for me in your little garden? Some carrots, what about potatoes? Any good old potatoes? Oh, perfect. So far, this is a great spawn. More potatoes and some apples, some potatoes and bread. Looks like there are some caves with some mobs, so we'll steer clear of that for now. I do want to go ahead and grab some stone for all of my stone tools that I'm going to need. And we also have some lava. Just do a quick peek around the corners, make sure that I'm safe. There's a villager down here, so that's fun. And some coal, that's perfect. Much better, a full set of stone tools. I do want to go ahead and take every single hay bale in this village. Sorry, cows. It is officially day 2, but I think that we have a good start so far. Before I leave the village, I do want to explore just a little bit. I want to try to gather up some iron if I can find some, and just some other resources like coal. Our first mob. And it looks like we have some iron right over here, which will be awesome. So we can go ahead and craft a shield. Just hopefully no creepers come up behind me. Our first shield. We are so much safer now. And so I continued to explore deeper down in the caves and collect lots of coal and also lots of iron. Thank goodness we finally have enough iron for a full set of iron armor. It's been a little bit scary down here without it. So there we go. We are a lot more protected now. Over here, we have this big room that I've started to light up. But if we see up here, there are a lot of mobs and a lot of mobs that could easily kill us. I would love to get just a little bit more iron. So I do think I'm going to continue to explore up here. I don't know if I will regret that. Whew, I think we did it. Oh gosh, that was so scary. I'm terrified of absolutely everything. A bat spawned close to me one time and about threw up. Not today, creeper. You're not sneaking up on me. I think that I'm happy with 37 extra pieces of iron outside of our full set of iron armor, of course. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and head up to the surface. I don't want to get carried away and then accidentally get myself killed. Now that we are back up at the surface, I want to craft myself a little chest boat. I think that we will explore maybe out this way or maybe this way. I need to find a lot more wood types for the build that I have planned for our starter house. So I just want to see what this world has to offer, see what is around us. As much as I love this little starter village, I don't think that I want to base here. But it seems like the ocean goes pretty far that way maybe. So we'll start over there. It looks like we have a little jungle over this way, which is awesome. Oops. I probably shouldn't have done that. I kind of forgot that I had a chest boat. So let's fix this. I would like to get just a bit of bamboo if we can find any. Perfect. Ooh, and maybe a little cocoa bean. We have another village over there. That is awesome. And I see a little bit of spruce, maybe a little meadow or something up there. Ooh, a saddle. Awesome. And another saddle and a leather cap. That's about all that village had. This is a very large mountain and also a very large plains biome. I actually love this giant island right here. Imagine building on that and making your own little kingdom or village or something. That would be super cool. Ooh, it looks like we might have some swamp over that way. That means that we could possibly have a mangrove swamp. I would cry. I would be so happy. Oh, I need to be careful. Ooh, and this mountain has lots of iron and also some coal. Don't mind if I do. Looks like there's a little ruined portal inside of the swamp. That's super cool with some gold blocks. Though my inventory is getting so full, I don't think I could really carry much else. But something tells me that we are going to base kind of around this area, so we can always go back to it. This is quite literally the biggest swamp biome I've ever found. It's so huge, and if I don't find a mangrove swamp, I'm going to be heartbroken.
A few moments later.
I don't think there's a mangrove swamp. I've been exploring this single swamp for probably a good 20 minutes, literally just going through the swamp and exploring it. I don't think that we're going to find one, unfortunately. So I'm just going to head back to my boat, which is so far away, and hopefully we'll find one on the way or something. Looks like there's a taiga over there. That's really cool. I will definitely collect some spruce saplings. Oh, look, there's my boat. Finally. Thank goodness, boat. I missed you. I'm going to see if I can make it over to that one island that we saw earlier. I'm hoping that the water leads us there, but it's not looking very good if I'm being completely honest. Well, I don't think we can make it to that island with our boat. There's no water that connects this water to that water. So we're just going to have to do things a little bit more manually, unfortunately. And here we are on the island. It's kind of more like a small continent in a way, but I just want to make a temporary base so that I can clear out my horribly messy inventory and also my chest boat. And then I want to continue exploring. But wouldn't it be so cool if we transformed maybe not the whole island, that's a little bit ambitious, but at least a portion of it in 100 days? I don't know, I think it could be cool. We'll definitely leave it as an option. And now back for my chest boat. Also, look at all those cows. That's a lot of cows. And so off I go to continue to explore in the hopes of finding some dark oak wood and also some mangrove wood. Unfortunately, I never did find that mangrove biome, but I did find some dark oak and I collected plenty of that. I did also get lost while I was exploring. I found my way back, of course, but I just feel like it was a massive waste of time to just be wandering around aimlessly. And from there, I decided to collect some more resources for my starter house, including some cobblestone, a little bit of sand, and clay. We also stumbled upon a really cool find. And looky here, we have ourselves a spider spawner. That is an awesome find. Of course, I'd rather have like a skeleton spawner or even a zombie spawner, but we're gonna make this spider spawner work. I'm not going to do anything with it quite yet except light it up, you know, and try not to die. And I also want to see the loot inside. Oh my gosh, 2 name tags. That's awesome. Some cat music disc, some melon seeds, and some other goodies. I can't believe it is so close to where we're going to base. There's a spider spawner. And there is where we're going to base. And it's so close to the surface. I am so glad that we found that. So here soon, we will be building a little spider spawner farm. I don't know if I've ever really built one, honestly. And I have decided that I do want to base on this island. I think it'd be really cool to fill it with lots of fields. Fields are fairly easy to build and they take up a lot of space. So imagine this island with a bunch of fields around and of course whatever builds we can fit in within 100 days. I've also started planting some trees so that we have plenty of wood for the build. I'm going to be using some oak wood and dark oak wood, spruce wood, and also acacia wood. So speaking of acacia wood, I should probably go ahead and start planting that too. We also have so many goodies. Look at my inventory and then this double chest. So much good stuff. The days are going by so fast. It's day 13. How is it day 13 already? I guess we better start chopping down all of the trees that I've grown and actually start building the starter house. It's not really going to be much of a starter house. It's just going to be the only house we ever have since we are only in this world for 100 days. And I want it to be big enough to house my storage, maybe an enchantment setup, a little brewing station, just things like that. That being said, it's going to be a very big build. It's very ambitious for my first build of this world, but I'm hoping that it's going to pay off. Lots of chopping later. We have this much wood. We'll definitely need a lot more oak wood, but we're getting closer. And last but not least, before I actually start this build, first of all, let me grab my bed. I would like to just collect a little bit more cobblestone. I really don't want to have to go all the way back over here to collect cobblestone if I can help it. No one wants to go back and forth to collect resources in the middle of building. It just kind of ruins your flow. Now let's get to mining some cobblestone. My pickaxe literally broke just as I revealed some emeralds, but we do have lots of cobblestone now. So we're going to get out of this little crevice and I'm going to go ahead and start getting the build in. I'm going to have it face this way so we have the mountain as kind of a backdrop. So without further ado, let's get to building. And here we have it, the completed starter house. Though starter house might be pushing it a little bit, it is a pretty big house. So it's actually more like our ending house, I guess. I do have a little bit more detailing that I'd like to do, so I just want to sprinkle in some stone bricks in with the cobblestone, and I'll just do that all around the house. We also need a bit of greenery around the house, so I'm just going to shear some acacia leaves and we'll just do a little bit of a bush sprinkle. Bushes always liven up your build so much. I honestly don't know if I could have a build and not sprinkle bushes around, and that already looks so much better. I would really like to add a little bit more detail in the roof because it's very planky. So I could sprinkle in some stripped spruce logs. Maybe that would look a little bit better. I guess we'll just focus on sprinkling some of these stripped spruce logs around rather than putting them everywhere. We just need a bit more texture. Definitely very happy that I added those stripped spruce logs because it made quite the difference, even though that it's so small. And we'll just pretend that the back looks just as good as the front. I kind of ran out of spruce logs. I'm overall just running out of wood. This build used so much wood. So now to move on to the inside, I did put like a flooring down and a ceiling down. We have this room here, and then we have another room, and then this little room too. So 3 rooms on the upstairs, and then we also have the entire downstairs. It does look kind of dungeon-like, but I was thinking that we would maybe use it for storage. Will I ever fill up this entire room with storage? Absolutely not. Not in 100 days. It is what it is, okay? So now we have to put our fancy bed over here, of course. I need to get some lanterns, maybe a little flower pot there. And then in here, I was thinking that we would put our enchantment setup. I think I pretty much have everything that I'm going to need for an enchantment setup, besides the diamonds, of course. But I think that I have all the things for bookshelves, at least. Maybe we'll have this room kind of be a kitchen. I'm going to have to be a bit creative with the blocks that I use because, again, I don't have that much wood. You would think with how many trees I've chopped down that I would have more than enough wood, but that is definitely not the case. It's kind of cozy, right? maybe a little bit cozy. We can continue adding to the house once I have more stuff to fill it with. And of course, we'll get on to that enchantment setup in next episode and getting diamonds and all of those lovely things. I'll also work on moving my stuff down here in the little dungeon, rather just in chests out in the open. And with that, I think that we are going to go ahead and wrap up episode 1 on day 29. This 100-day thing might be a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. To be fair, I don't really have any goals in mind with this series other than literally surviving for 100 days. But in next episode, we will definitely be on a journey to get diamonds and also work on that enchantment setup. Of course, if you have any tips or suggestions for me, then be sure to leave those down in the comments below. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and I hope that you are excited for the next one. But I hope that you all have a lovely, lovely day and thank you so much for watching. Bye!